So what do we have here today, B?
We have the AWOL Vision LTV-3500 Pro. It's a triple laser 4K UST projector with 3D that can get up to 3500 lumen with Dolby Vision that can display over 1 billion colors on up to 150-inch screen. And under it, we've got the 120-inch floor rising ALR screen to watch it on. I'm actually really excited for this combination.
We've got a box inside a box. How about that?
Yeah, I can pick it up. You push it down. Is it probably easier just to, I don't want to like drop it.
There you go.
Here we go. Almost.
Got it?
I do. Thank you. Let's set on the table.
Let's get the screen out first.
Yeah, let's do that. So AWOL Vision also has the 150-inch screen that goes on the wall, but I'm really excited to see how this floor rising screen works because it seems like it would be a lot easier to move around the house if needed, unless you just have a dedicated theater room where it would just be on the wall. This will be cool. This should be a lot easier than having to like construct our own screen. We're just gonna, pop it up, plug it in and pop it up. Let's open it.
I like it.
What's the plan here?
I think we just dump it out the
I think we just
side.
push. No, I don't think so. All right, there we go. I opened this end. I can take it out over here. Oh, hey, why don't we just open it? Should we just open it?
Let's do that.
I didn't see that this seam was here, so there we go. All right. Try my way, and eventually we get to the right way.
My way.
Let's tip it back.
Look at how easy that was.
Oh, that was pretty easy, actually. AWOL Vision made it quite easy to get in there. It just took us a little bit.
Motorized floor rising UST ambient light rejection screen.
It's a mouthful.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it'll allow this light coming from the projector up, but it rejects the light coming down because it has like little shelf-like,
Nope.
it has like little staircase type rejection screens. They're pretty cool. I'm excited to see how well this one does.
Me too. Okay, where are we gonna set this? Here or there?
I want to set it in front of the TV because I want to see how much bigger it is than the TV. Does that make sense?
It does.
I think the people would want to see that. So we could just move it over
Give the
there.
people what they want.
Absolutely. Should we put it over there? Because I want to see how tall it gets, so then we can set the projector on something with the corresponding height to project up onto it. So I think if we just put this on the floor over here and raise it up, we can see how tall it gets and then go from there. Oh, there's some plastic to peel too. Okay, let's take this off. You got it. Nice. I like this. This screen looks really cool. It's pretty heavy. You ready to lift it?
1, 2, 3.
I guess that's a yes.
I said 1, 2, 3. That means it's go time.
All right, so let's take it a little bit your way, Jen. Ready? I'm gonna just slide it. That looks pretty cool. All right. Not a permanent location, but obviously to get an idea of what it's gonna look like. We'll start with it there.
Before we get into the projector, this was also in the screen box. So let's see what we have. Okay, looks like a USB. Yep. Power cord. We've got some little 3M sticky pads, probably to keep it from scratching the floor.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then got a remote, which looks pretty small.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, I guess.
All right, go ahead, Jen, whenever you're ready. You got it?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, what?
Hello.
Look at that. There's some goodies in here.
Good.
So first of all, we got a Fire Stick, which is sweet. Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max. It's a good one.
Cool.
And then one of the things I wasn't 100% sure on is whether or not they came with 3D glasses, and it looks like it does. So this,
3D?
yeah, this is cool because this is the first projector that we've had that does 3D, and I did see it when we were at CES on the 150-inch screen. I like the idea of a 120-inch screen that pops up, so very excited to watch some 3D movies. What else do we have?
Looks like another remote, which brings the tally to 3 so far.
3?
Yeah, we've got the Fire Stick remote,
yeah.
We've got this remote for the projector, and then number 3 is the one to bring it up and down.
Yeah, good point. Power cord, batteries, AV, connector here. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's pull some of this stuff out of the way so we get the big boy out. What's that?
An extended warranty, 1 year free. So you gotta love that. You ready?
Go ahead. Oh, I'm ready.
Oh.
I'll take that for you. Oh, wow. It's pretty cool looking.
Check Check that out.
You want to lift it out? Are you going to do it yourself? Look at you.
I don't know.
Maybe I
I
should
can
help
get
a
a
little bit.
handle on it. There we
Is
go.
there a handle
I
on the
did.
side? Oh yeah, you
No,
can get your
I
hand
just
down
had
in
to
there.
get a hand under it. Oh, yeah, not heavy at all. Way easier than a 98-inch TV.
Definitely lighter. These are a little bit easier to move around than a 100-inch TV. So that's one benefit right there of getting a UST projector. That's a pretty cool looking projector, to be honest.
Yeah. Sleek.
Yeah, it's a sleek looking rectangle. And on the back we have the ports. You know, we have 2 HDMI ports right there, and then we have a digital optical out. Looks like a micro USB for service, another USB, the LAN port, AV in, and I think there's another, USB on the end here too. And then it has this cool compartment here where you can actually stick that Amazon stick that they gave you. So it's got power and everything for it. That's where that third HDMI is. So, overall it's pretty well built and I like the design. But yeah, obviously we got to turn it on and check it out, but I wonder how the speakers fire out. Are they on the side here? It looks like there isn't. Well, there's a little bit of room underneath there, but let's set this up and fire it up. Hey Jen, we got some plastic on here.
Oh, good. I didn't think we'd have some with something like this, but let's see. Here we go.
Nice. We got to plug it in and raise this sucker up. So here's where we're going to plug it in, right here. Then you have the power right there on off, and then you have, looks like you can manually raise and lower it if you lose your remote. But let's plug this in and see if we have it situated the right way or not. Okay, Jen, so do you want me to raise it from here or do you want to do it with the remote?
How to use the remote?
Okay. All right. Well, I think we have it all set up right. Let's turn this on. So there we go. We're good. Bring it up. Ooh, this is so exciting. Will it be higher than the 100-inch TV? I don't know. Oh, wow, it does go up. Wow, it went up about as high as the 100-inch TV was there.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Very thin. It's got some nice bracing on the back. Yeah, it looks like we got the screen facing the right direction. That's pretty impressive. So I like the screen.
I do too.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
I don't think it's going to do much for us in the living room unless we get the projector up and running.
It's the whole point. Yeah.
Now the problem is I can already tell that this is too high for the screen. So, it might just be that it goes on the floor. I'm not sure. That would make sense with a floor rising screen. It's about the height that normally projectors are. So it might just sit on the floor. Jen's about to tell us because I'm the guy with the math and she's the one that can read.
Okay, here I got some throw distance charts.
Cool. It looks like it's just sitting on the ground. Here, let's see. I think the important distance I'm looking for here is D, from the bottom of the projector to the bottom of the screen. And it says with the 120-inch, you should have it at 17 inches lower. And what do we measure this, Jen? How high is the bottom of the screen on there?
From right there, it's about 18 inches.
Okay, so maybe that'll line up. Let's just put it on the floor and turn it on and see what happens.
Sounds good.
All right. B shows how far away it is from the actual projector. It says 13.6 inches from the front of the projector to the screen. So we'll do that when we're 13.6. Remember that number.
Okay, you need to pull it back about 2 inches.
All right. 13.6, somewhere in there. Is that even in the middle though? Let's just fire it up and keep moving it around.
Let's just do it.
Power cord. Here's the other problem. How do you plug it in? Is there can you plug it into the screen? That'd be really convenient if they had like a plug-in where you could plug it into the screen.
Yeah, it would.
Woo! Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think we have it centered properly.
Or straight even.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's pretty close. The bottom looks about right. I'll tell you what, this thing's pretty awesome. And as I said before, this has a top tier HBSI ALR screen material with over 50% enhanced gain compared to CBSP screens. So you'll be able to enjoy active 3D projections without compromising contrast. And this 120-inch floor rising AWOL vision screen actually has height memorization. So once you open it up and then adjust to where you want it, after about 30 seconds, it memorizes that height. And then from there on, it'll raise to that level every time. The cool thing is that it kind of brings it closer to you too, and it's larger. So, you're going from 100 to 120 inch, a foot closer, it even makes it bigger. This is pretty awesome.
This is 120 inches?
That's 120 inches. It's a big old screen.
Big old screen.
So we got some cool things here, Jen. What you got going on?
So we've got the 3D glasses, which I'm really excited to give these a try. Got an awesome Fire Stick here, a 4K Fire Stick. You want me to go ahead and open it?
Yeah, let's do it. So we got the actual Amazon stick. We got a little, this is called a dongle, Jen. You got the HDMI dongle.
Yeah. I love a good dongle.
In case you need a little extra length, you get and dongle included. We
Always need the dongle.
Got the USB to connect with your power and then batteries. And then, of course, you have our third remote there. Why don't you pull that remote out?
I'll pull it out.
You want to set it over with a pile of remotes? You actually don't need all three remotes. The AWOL Vision remote can control the projector, of course, and it can also make the floor screen rise up with the dongle attached to the actual projector, and then it can control the Fire Stick as well. I think, you know what we need to do is open those 3D glasses up.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any dongles in here.
Hope not.
Ooh. Nice.
Fashionable. So we have the 3D glasses, and we also have a micro USB to charge them. So you just plug it in, obviously plug it into an adapter, and charge these suckers up. Let's do that. So Jen has the AWOL Vision remote. So we have three remotes, as she said before, but this is definitely the best one. Power button on the top. We got sound, files, source, settings, obviously the navigational, directional pad with the OK button or enter button in the middle, back, home, all that stuff. Looks like, what is that, volume? Or do you think that that's, yeah, it must be volume on the bottom there too, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, we fire this thing up. I think it turned off on us. You ready to go? Whoa, it's pretty awesome, huh?
It's bright.
Yeah, it is. Okay, Jen, we have it connected. We have it turned on.
Yay, let's see what this baby can do.
Yes, so first off, it showed that we had a USB connected because we have some 3D movies that we're gonna show and check out, so it's gonna be awesome. But we have the home screen here. It's not the typical, operating system we're used to. It doesn't, have apps right here, but you can get to Wi-Fi. We also have Bluetooth up here, and then the connectivity of that USB stick that we had. And then on the apps, it doesn't really have a whole lot that I'm used to yet. I'm looking at these. We can continue to mess around and install some different apps, but this does come with an Amazon stick. It actually fits in the back of the projector quite nicely. It has 3 different HDMI ports. You can game at 4K 60, no 4K 120 gaming, but it does do 1080p at 120 hertz. I did see that the input lag is relatively low, around 15 milliseconds at 4K 60, which is pretty fast. That's a general input lag for a lot of TVs. We were supposed to have to download some software in order to get Dolby Vision and the 24 frames per second to work, but I guess it is updated now, so that's something that we heard people wanted back in 2022, but now in 2023 here, all that stuff's already downloaded through the over-the-air update. Okay, and since we have the Amazon stick, we might as well show you that. All kinds of apps, of course. We're gonna have to download YouTube TV to show a little of the content we like to, but all kinds of different stuff here. And then, going down, there's always like a lot of stuff on an Amazon stick. You got movies and shows, and then, you also have it looks like we got a guide here where you can watch some free content. So yeah, there's a lot to do on this, and it's good you have options if you don't want to, buy cable. So pretty cool. I'm gonna hit the home button. But overall, this looks really good. It's very bright. I would have thought that this would not be this bright. We did have the lights on brighter before, and now we've darkened it a little bit here. But this is probably, brighter than most people would watch this projector in their room at, but I think it looks rather bright and colorful. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty bright, but let's see what sports look like on it, because that's what I'm gonna watch.
Okay, let's do that. So this looks pretty good, Jen. I'm pretty blown away with how bright this is for a projector. I wouldn't expect that a projector would be this bright in a room. It's not pitch dark in here, it is rather dark, but we had the lights on a little bit ago, and maybe we should fire them back up just to see what we think.
Yeah, let's see. I'd like to see the contrast.
Okay, yeah, so if you put the lights really bright in here, this is indicative if we had a really big window over to our left side. It does, wash it out a little bit, but I think this ambient light rejection screen does a really good job of, kind of knocking down some of that external light, along with the fact that it's a pop-up screen, so it's pretty awesome and effective, to get it up in the room when needed and to retract it down low when you don't want it here. It's pretty awesome. Overall, with regards to sports, we've had various projectors in here and a couple screens, and this is definitely exceeding expectations with regards to being able to watch sports in a moderately lit room and, you know, totally fine in a dark room. So definitely passes the sports test, but I think people are going to be watching movies in a dark room with this thing, so let's throw something up. So we're watching some movies here. We've been watching Avatar: Way of Water for a while just to kind of like compare different TVs that we've seen over this year. And, you know, in some instances, TVs look a little dull when you have a darker scene in this movie on. But I think the AWOL Vision 3500 here is holding its own. It looks pretty bright, you know, in some really dark scenes, it's still a little bit hard to pick out highlights like some of those TVs. But again, I'm pretty impressed with it overall. It's an enormous screen and we're sitting like 10 feet away, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely impressive.
And even if you're watching a widescreen movie, it's still like 100 inches from corner to corner. So one of those things that when you're watching something off of the movie channels that's in widescreen mode, it's annoying on TVs. You might have blooming at the top or the bottom, or it just cuts down the screen size quite a bit. But if you start out with a 120-inch, you know, floor rising screen, and then you go down to a 100-inch for a widescreen movie, it still feels like you haven't lost much, you know?
Most definitely. We're gonna have to turn it off.
Oh no, yeah, we can't watch this scene. Okay, so now we're watching some 3D demos and movies, and this is pretty awesome. I mean, when you have this size of a screen to be able to watch 3D on, it kind of takes me back, you know, to the IMAX movies when you're in the theater. It's pretty cool. We were watching a little of the Alita Battle Angel. We got some cool demos of this dude kind of like, you know, hovering around in space, and it's just kind of neat how the items kind of float out in front of you. So I think 3D is a big win for this projector.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to have something like this in your home. I mean, I don't charge nearly as much for snacks at home as the movie theater.
Yeah, it's only $1 per popcorn here.
Yeah.
So 3D is a big win. I mean, we really enjoy just the size of this screen in general. And if we can watch sports and all the other kind of movies and shows, whether it be the Amazon stick or with a different kind of operating system, I feel like this AWOL 3500 is fantastic. And this pop-up screen is super convenient to have this thing be able to just rise up in the middle of your living room, or, you know, you can put it away if you don't want to use it when you're not having friends and family around. But I don't know, it's a very convenient package and I really like this. And I'm imagining that if you're setting up a home theater system at, you know, in a dedicated theater room, that this would be quite a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Such a great fun night with friends.
And we didn't get to gaming, but we're going to have another video on this because we're also getting the 150-inch wall screen. And that's another thing I want to see. I really like this 120-inch floor rising screen, and I probably would be fine with that. But to have an opportunity to get it 150 inches on the wall, that's going to be the first 150-inch we've ever had in here.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we'll set that up. We'll get the projector up again. Look forward to that video. And if you're interested in any of the AWOL Vision products, check in the description below. And thanks for AWOL Vision for sending us these products.
And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.